Hey YouTubers, tonight I'm going to talk about conviction waivers being given to public employees in the state of New Jersey. For those of you that aren't aware, normally when a public employee is convicted in municipal court of a quasi-criminal charge, a disorderly person's offense, they forfeit their job. That's been the law of the land for the last 60 years. Sometime in the mid 1980s, during the Keene administration, a piece of legislation was put on the books which gives the state attorney general the prerogative to waive public position forfeiture upon conviction of the disorderly person's offense. Now, the question that this arises is it really appropriate or just for a public employee making a six-figure salary in a position of trust to get convicted in municipal court of a minor criminal charge and then be allowed to go about their way, continuing their public employment as if nothing happened? I don't think so. And two recent examples have come down in the past 5 years that illustrate how inconsistent the process is. The first example was a Margate firefighter who sometime, I think in 2015 or 2016, got charged with shoplifting, which wasn't even tangibly related to his public position, had to forfeit his position upon conviction. Now, I'm not going to say that part of the reason he wound up getting screwed wasn't because of poor lawyering, because it ultimately was. But especially when you look at the other case, which was a case that happened just last year, a Hapakong police officer got recorded on video slapping a kid that was basically just a prankster. And slapping kids around these days, unfortunately, it's not 1955. You don't get away with it. And he wound up pleading out to simple harassment in municipal court. Well, the attorney general of the state gave him a waiver, which means that he was able to keep his job and suffered no collateral consequences. The other issue is it really appropriate to have an executive official exercising his prerogative as to who gets to keep his jobs and who doesn't? I mean, we know that the unions wield tremendous, if not insurmountable, power in Trenton. To have the administration say, okay, well, we're friends with your union. We're afraid of your union. They donate so much money to the legislature. We don't want this fight. We're going to give you the waiver. You get to keep your job, officer. Now, the firefighter, his union, they're not as powerful. Well, we can afford screwing you, so you don't get to keep your job. I hope ultimately in the state of New Jersey in the next 5 years that the conviction waiver program for public employees convicted of misdemeanors ends.